All right, welcome back. We are in St. Louis. I'm going to put the HUD back on. There are a lot of stones here. We have 2 trains on here now. This one, I think, coming back from Cambridge. And this one is going to Cambridge with stone. I don't know why they're not taking a lot of stone, but I don't know. So anyways, I put 2 trains on here. Hopefully they figure each other out. And go from there. We got people coming from the bus station over. We should maybe put the bus station closer to the thing here. Have to walk through the cargo department. Let's see if we can do anything mildly different here. Cargo. That's boats. That's a fancy building, hey? You give him a fancy building? What is that? I don't know. Looks good. And we'll just put some modern stuff right next to it. That could be their train station instead of having to walk there. And then we could probably, if we wanted, put a fancy bus station here too. Bus buildings station. Come on. So this you can do new large, old large, to put an old looking building. Yeah, let's put loops. You can put all kinds of loops in there. As long as the road tendrils in for that, then we'll be okay. I think that's a station. Yeah, why not? And we can connect that with the road. Not like that, but too much slope. Didn't even realize that. Let's make that a little nicer. So it's not a big thing there. Right, how are we gonna make this look mildly nice? I don't know how. We'll start over. Right. Yeah, there's one tendril there, so that's fine. We can put a street here. That is absolutely horrible. That was... Why is that so bad? I guess no one's really gonna care. I don't think so. We can take this St. Louis passenger line, manage the line. We can get rid of Jackson Street and add And at least people don't have to walk in there. We can eventually put a tram there. So, yeah, that'll look pretty nice. And that is a terminal. So we can put fancy stuff on there if we want. Can't go any further because of reasons. Lots of freight. Lots of freight. We'd be hard pressed to correct this that much, but we could make it look nice. I'm just playing with this. Rocks. Not trying to do anything too fancy. And this is not even Elm Street, so don't get excited. Doesn't hurt to have some nice looking assets on the game. See if we're getting anything. Suppliers, they're bringing fuel and tools. Charts. We were doing pretty good. And they kind of dropped off because we kind of got rid of a lot of people. But we'd like to get them more stuff, and hopefully that'll happen. Not sure what you are waiting for a free path. Why? Are you at anyway waiting for him? Are you that? Why do you have to wait there? You're going that way. You need a signal? That'll bring you up. Lower St. Louis. Should be able to use any path. I don't think you actually. I don't think you need a signal there. Yeah. There. That way it'll go into any path. Yeah, double step. I don't know why you need to do what you did there, but apparently you should have been able to just go straight. Anyways, as long as you can go in and get out, I don't care. You were going to Dallas East. That line's not making any money, but let's see if we can alleviate that. So we have a steel mill here with lots of steel on it. Lots of steel. Yeah, I think that's the train. That's gonna... But now that he ends up taking a lot of stone to the other place. They do a little back and forth dance there. Why do you want to wait? I just recently, but we just put extra trains on here, so. Where are you right now? You shouldn't want to do anything. I don't know why you want to go in the other lane anyway. But I've given them the opportunity to do pretty much whatever they want. So I guess I'll let them figure this out. I could always put a side station too. But I think if he bypasses Dallas East, they want to be on the other side. But they're bringing not as much as you would like. I thought of doing another train with just steel. And we would just go from Dallas East to Cambridge. That was my thought. It might be easier to add more material, more to one train. Those 3 trains on this line might not be that great. My opinion. These are nice locomotives. I think these are the vanilla ones. They're just going to Lower St. Louis. Where do they go from here? Going to Lower St. Louis, then Dallas East, and then Cambridge Halt. I thought maybe once we get to Dallas, we'll change up the consist and put some more flatbeds on there. Because I do want them to deliver this. So let's just watch him tag along. Look at all that steel. We got a lot of steel. We really need to start moving it. And that's a good haul for freight. Everything else can make its way on there, but mostly concerned with getting that steel mill taken care of. See, then she goes there, so swap out to whatever, whichever one they want. I want to go to the train. So we got 4 million. Boom, I want to do that. So they pick up logs and stone. So that's okay. Let's add another. I'm gonna add another train, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Right, we're gonna take care of this. We're gonna do something with the station, but they should pass through here. But maybe I can do something with this. Let's see. Configure. It's probably too. So we've got some of this in there. Don't want to put too big of a train because then I think we end up messing out. So if we put a frequent fast train on there, you know, we'll let these guys all pass through, and then I'm gonna do a pause. What I'm concerned about is getting steel in and out of here. And here we can put a nice long platform. Cargo wise, the other guys just kind of pass through, right? I will connect it to the other line. Go over here, which we can close that up, and we can close that up because we got to move steel. There's a lot of steel, but you know, it's good to have it. Track, and that's gonna curve onto here. Maybe this will allow us to do other things too. If it gets on there, it can switch out, so that's okay. And we need a cargo building. Buildings, cargo. No, let's go to configure for that. And we need S building. As long as we can get add tendrils. Yeah. Let's get rid of it. We can move the road. Configure as building. That works. All right, she be connected, as they say. And I might put a depot here. Does that make sense? Maybe it does. So we could go from here. Let's just do the steel, and we'll do it so we can get steel and ore in here. That'll alleviate some of our steel issues. Yes. Put a depot. Ooh, let's put a fancy depot here. Not really fancy, but we might have some fun with this. Okay. Yeah, that didn't sit the way I wanted it to. I have a special depot. Let's do that one. Put it back here. We will put it back there. Connect the track up to there. Just something like that. I kind of like it. All right, let's make a line. New line. Go from Dallas Halt all the way down to here. That'll bring steel and coal. So it's called Cambridge Steel Line. CAM Steel Train. Steel train. Works for me. Boom. And it should cause muy havoc. Bye. What kind of loco should we put on here? Steel is heavy. What do we have for? Ooh, Milwaukee Road. 18. I'm a Milwaukee Road fan, so I like the SD10s. So we're gonna add one of those. No, did we actually add? I want to make sure we added what I actually wanted to add. Okay, I think that's what I wanted to add. Cargo. Now these take steel, coal, and everything, so that's what we're gonna do. Union Pacific, Southern Steel, Milwaukee. Right. We're gonna add 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that on the cam steel train. And go from there. And then we can deploy. That should really help us out on that, I think. You guys are kind of quiet. Well, load up, steel. Now you're going to be waiting on a train, aren't you? So let's get a signal here. We should be okay after this. I don't actually know how signals work, so forgive me. We'll just put some on and hope they work. How's that sound? I try and figure out making everything work on the line. So now we have the potential for passenger freight coming on here too. We've got ore going back and forth. That train, once it drops steel off, it should pick up here. And I think I only want to pick up ore or coal. So let's go to that cam steel train. Let's manage that line. And all we want at Cambridge is to load those things. Load. Because we don't want anything else coming and messing up our plan. That makes a lot of wood. Why do you need so much wood? I don't know why you need so much wood. You could use more bricks than you could use wood, to tell you the truth. Alright, that's that. Now we have... You know... This could be a... I'm not sure what's going on here. It just looks passenger-y. Looks like we have a passenger platform. I don't think it's whatever is happening is doing what we need it to do. You know what I mean? And these tracks could be okay. Just seems funny to me. You'll be fine. I'll get your tracks back. Port line train. Managed line. Cambridge halt. Cambridge halt. I don't know. I don't really want you to do that. I know why you're doing it. Because you did not connect the track up properly, did you? No, you did not. Now you should work. Managed line. There you go. Now you'll go in the right place. Go in the right place. Maybe if you're actually delivering to, I don't know, the right place too. Right, we have other lines, Cambridge steel plate. So you're going in there. That's pretty good. I'm pleased with that. Port line, that's not one. Dallas goods train. Dallas goods train could go wherever it wants. I don't want it to be limited on what it can do. We have passengers on the other end. Here is Elm Street finally. The Elm Street station. Elm Street bus station. Yeah, they're happy. They have a nice bus line, nice little area to hang out in, so yeah, we're all happy. Has our steel train made it anywhere? No. Our steel train is still probably sitting up here. Because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to signals. I'm going to get rid of signals. All right, so it might wait for that. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with signals, so I apologize. My thought is that we'll come through here and we'll see how this works, because maybe we'll limit the other line to the. I don't know what we can do. There's a lot of space there, and we shouldn't have any problems. And there's probably another problem up there. Yeah. Not going to make money or move product if we're waiting on trains, are we? No. No, we're not. So, I can use any one of these lines, so there's really no reason that there couldn't be a train going here. Okay. So let's try signals again. Hey, yeah, let's try signals. Yes. You should move. Okay. You should move to there. Hmm. Do we just put another line in for all that and let it sort it out down at the end? Because I want to use this other one also for passenger. I want to use another line for passenger freight. I don't know. This is me just not knowing what I'm doing. Also, I don't think we need catenary. No. Let's give him a thing here. Yeah. I don't know if we necessarily need the signals. As long as they can have room to move in and out, we should be okay. I think double slip in the switches. Yeah, because then he can start moving. Yeah, I do need to put a diamond here. Do we have something there? Too much curvature, like wants to go somewhere else. I don't know what you want to do. So if they're going to swap out, you should be good. You shouldn't be waiting for anything. Nothing is in your way. Literally nothing in your way. And now you're stopped. Just work. Did we put a diamond in? I thought we put a diamond in here. Is that before the other bridge? I don't even know what's going on. Oh, right here. I think it's right here. So this is me just putting in signals because I don't know what to do. Need to, yes. Signal. And I think signal. One way. Yes. One way. I don't know. We'll try those and then we'll see what happens. That's what I think. Whatever you got going on, you should have no problem now. Like think that we can probably get rid of this one. That we'll put there because who knows? I'm not getting any steel movements. Are you loaded up? You are. So there's no reason they shouldn't have the ability to move back and forth. And of course there probably will be some problem. We've got plenty of steel loading up for everybody. So I like that a lot. Nobody has a road. No one works here. So that's good. But I think we have a need to put passengers in to there. So, gonna give us the opportunity to have whatever kind of train we want. We'll bring that in to there. And we can hopefully run some passengers to Cambridge. Because once they go to Cambridge, they can hop on a boat too. Is it all ships are boats, but not all boats are ships? Is that how that works? Now here's the tricky part. And you're gonna sit there waiting for some imaginary thing going on. I don't know. I may have to figure all that out. Now passenger is on the other side, right? So we need to give our passenger line to the other side eventually. Or we change how we have, well, we can change how the passenger line is laid out at the station. I don't know if I want to cross over. Did we get points in there? Yes. There's a lot of track coming down here. No, don't do that. Okay, you're just being stupid down here. See, why? Why? Don't destroy it. Yes. Okay. Come on, train. Hey, we can practice by clicking on things and hopefully that'll work. Right? Yes. Yes. I don't know. Yes. Well, it almost worked. I will get there. I'm making sure. Could not connect to all stations. Could not connect to. Why not? Well, let's finish bringing this track in, and we'll make it work. We will make this work. Quad track. It was simple, and then you add. It was simple. Yeah, we're gonna just do that because that's gonna be easiest. Easiest. I think that's passenger. Yes, it is. Perfect. Then we can just run that train on that line. And then we'll... Because they're just going to sit there. Because they're stupid. Manage line. Okay. Dallas East. We're just going to kind of start over. At a station. You're going to start in St. Louis. And then you go here. And then you go here. And then, so I guess we could go to Dallas East. And then the lower St. Louis. And we'll figure that train out eventually. There's passenger service there. Alright. I'm going to just say screw this. We'll give it the ability to move around. Did we put catenary service? Because we didn't know what we wanted to do. Alright, I think we have to do that. That. Okay. Because I want these services to work. I kind of want them to work. Alright, this line doesn't actually go anywhere. Where does that line end? Where did we end up? Okay. Let's check it out. It'll get back on the... Give it the ability to get back on there. But it's a long way to run track. And that'll be all that's on here until we add more. Okay. And because it might be yay. I think what we're going to do is just get rid of all of the signals. Maybe something will figure it out. Figure it out itself. I don't know. There's 4 track, two tracks now. 4 tracks. That's that extra track just for going there. See, they got something figured out. Just keep going, buddy. You can do it. I will figure out how these signals are supposed to work. I haven't done a lot of math. Most of my signal work is okay. Let's see what works. Click on here. Boom, boom. And I know there's more to it than that. What I can do here. At least we got a couple trains that are moving. And we can take you and you can move out of the way. You can just go. Really shouldn't need a free path, actually. Pause, manage line, Dallas halt. Really no reason you shouldn't have a problem here. Why can't you go there? Oh, kind of a problem. I mean, you would think it would be a problem. So let's take Dallas halt off. There we go. Okay. We are going to, hopefully, we did stop that train. It's kind of quiet. The game quiet. Audio. Music is horrible. I look, it gets kind of quiet in the game. It's like, oh my god, I gotta think for myself. This is some nightmare that I probably created. So let's finish running those tracks for there. So for whatever reason, they can, I don't know, cross over. We now have 11,000 tracks coming in. I get in there. Okay. What is everybody's problem here? Train. You have a problem. Why do you have a problem? Manage line. Why can't you do what you want to do? First of all, your color is poorly chosen. I don't see why you can't why you have a problem. Okay, now I think I could legitimately pardon me, deploy a signal and have that work. Please work. So they're gonna come through here, right? And if there's a train coming, I would signal there. That I understand. That I understand. 100% and 5. So somewhere along here are other trains that I hope are moving through the system. I don't know why you even need a free path. We lost steel here, I think. I don't think anything shares this line at all with you. The only thing I think could even remotely be telling you that you don't know what you're doing. Right down here. That was halt. Well, I intended to do something other than completely manage this game today. No. Well, obviously this not working the way I intended it to work. I'm just going to look at the track because whatever I did there doesn't seem to be affecting it. That's a nightmare. That is not very nice looking there. See, the other trains, we like this. We like this route. Everyone's just enjoying themselves. That's kind of a little bit of a mess there. Like, I was thinking the only thing that should be... Yeah, I don't know why you're waiting for a free path either. You're all smoking some sort of crack. Manage line. Just all go off. None of you know what you're doing. I don't know why. You think you gotta be on there. Where's the train? I don't even know the train is. Yeah, you're buried down in there. Why do you think there's a problem? So your path isn't even on the right tracks. Oh my god. Cambridge Halt. Should be line 6. I want you on. Okay, I don't know. You're moving. I don't know how you're moving, but you're moving. Must have a problem with the track someplace here. That's the only thing I can think of. Track. Let's just pretend we want to upgrade something. I don't know why he thinks he needs to go on the other train. This is Cambridge Halt. Right here. Let's try something once. We're gonna put additional platform. This is me not knowing what I'm doing. Even though I think I do, but I don't, apparently. But I don't, I can get rid of this. I'm not gonna get rid of it. Okay. And then I'm gonna go Cam Steel Train Managed Line. And at Cambridge Halt, I want to select a different line. I want 8. Why can't I have 8? That's what I want to know. So to me, there's something broken. That's what it tells me, but I don't think so because these trains all went through here. Unless there's a signal here somehow. Is it because they're connected to electrified stations and then they can't be electrified? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Because I don't think they are electric. They're high speed, maybe. But they shouldn't not connect. Well, he's coming now. Cambridge Halt. Cambridge Halt is gonna get deleted, and then added. Boom. See? Why do you want to go there? Okay. Alright, we have to get you somehow over here. Do that. Manage line. Cambridge Halt. See? You're going to where I wanted you to go. And maybe you will now. Hooray for us. I don't know if it actually ever worked, but it will turn around. And I think eventually get back on the right line, maybe, I don't know. Go to the outside. No. Son of a bitch. I should have got rid of that right away. Now you're on the other line that's going to cause trouble. I don't know why you're all weird like that either. Oh, I think that works now. It should work. Will it work? Nah, it won't work. I went from having so much ore there and steel to nothing. Yay! Now this line, I just want them to, that's my ore steel truck thing. That's just that one. Where are my big trains? I don't really want them bunched up. I'm kind of okay with you just sitting there for a while. I'll figure you out later. Is this train finally? You should switch over. Go, 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 go. Yes. And then we will destroy that. Perfect. And there you are. Probably not working. And they're making money now, yes, because they could go a long way. I do know that. Where are you, Mr. Train? Hello? Well, that was a period of time that I thought would be done differently. But actually, I got done what I wanted to do. Now we got steel, so you should stay. Stay and bring steel to the other people. You know, you were supposed to be hauling steel. That's what you're supposed to do. But you don't want to do that, do you? I like the fact that all the passenger people are on the other side. Not really. That's weird how that track went down like that. I'll look at that. Not right now. Alright, well, for some reason, it must have passed a signal. But I will, yeah, I'm not going to leave that like that, but I didn't quite realize that would relay in the track that it did that. It's kind of cool in a way, but it's not. And you came back with absolutely nothing. Oh, did I limit them? Bet I did. No, I didn't. The other train I did. Who knows? All my stuff will be poorly profitable. Look at you doing a dance there, kind of trying to do a dance. Well, we've created a little bit of an infrastructure nightmare here, so that's good. I really don't know what's going on with any of it anymore. I thought I did. I thought we were doing good. See all the fine people getting their train stuff. Got 78 people coming in. 78 people hopefully going out. And they go pretty fast. Yeah, they actually go pretty quickly through there. There's our other train coming in. And you're taking logs to the place that really doesn't need logs. Alright, you will take stone and coal. Hopefully to the steel mill. Ah, but then the other train doesn't get all the good stuff now, does it? No, it doesn't. I see. This train does absolutely nothing. So we're losing $1 million. Lost $1 million on it. I was kind of hoping it should start transporting stuff to the port, but that's okay. We have a profitable shipping business. Not crazy profitable, but it is profitable. So we're getting all the fuel stuff, so we should probably bring more oil into here. And we're distributing logs, fuel oil, machines, tools. We're distributing good stuff here. So we're gonna let that just be stupid over there. We tend to bring things into here and across, so I don't really know what we're accomplishing here. We have a freight line here that seems to be working just fine, and that means it's profitable. Boop, boop, boop. Machine tools are, I think, semi being made. We have logs, of course, and we have passengers. And some of that material gets transferred magically and distributed within Ontario. We just have like a ton of stone and aggregate stuff on our lines. Just a lot of it. We've got 3 trains running over here. Three trains running that way. I think, do we have another? That's another passenger line there. That's Ontario, and in Dayton. Dayton, we have quite a bit of stuff. A lot of that stuff is coming in from the main line. We have, I call it the main line. We have lots of main lines. We bring lumber everywhere. We just move lumber. That's pretty much what happens here. Line 19 takes it up to the sawmills. We have main west freight line. That's kind of like our other main line, which probably cheats into some of the other freight. Because we bring stuff here for the steel mill. Which I don't know if we need to really do anymore. But that western freight line brings stuff into here. Condition very bad. So of course we have coal and grain. See how you doing? Giving us money, transfer it over to the other lines. High Point Food gets food going. Maine comes in here a couple times. Western Freight Line. And we have another freight line that takes stuff. We kind of do this inner loop and then grab those stations and bring it up to here. And then stuff goes around here into here. So I don't know, it's a complicated mess. We are earning money, so that's good. Got ships. We're bringing bricks into the system through the port, so that's good. Eventually we're going to put passengers there. I wonder if this is... Okay, Cam Steel has steel. How is that working? Manage line. Yeah, I'm going to just put it on there because I want to see it separated. Hopefully they'll bring... Yeah, there's a lot going on. Well, it's making money. It took 37 steel, so that's good. 65 miles an hour. I don't know if you can complain at that. And now you're just waiting. There's really no reason you should wait. Really no reason. Because when you guys come in here, you should grab whatever you want. But you're grabbing a lot of that freight that was getting grabbed before, so starting to clear out. So if it takes you a while to figure a few things out, I'm going to be okay. So we really need to bring more ore into here, which you will now bring. But the trains are gonna figure, I don't really need to get it from there. And you're still doing absolutely nothing. All right, perfect. Well, it's working in the sense that it's not broken. So that's good. And this brings lumber in. So yeah, we're not complaining. And Miramar and St. Paul. A lot of oil goes through here. Oil, petroleum products. And we got stuff moving through the system. We got lots of oil over here. Oil, and this is an oil plastics area. So this has better looking variety of freight here. Must be, as long as that's moving, I'm happy. Bring in a lot of oil, or whatever it is. Refined oil, heating oil, and plastics get made and delivered and stuff. So there's a fair amount of things happening here, so that's good. That's the best I can say of what is happening. So could some of this be consolidated into different things? Yeah, but you know, overall, most of the main things are making money. Are they all? No. Pasture lines, these are kind of messed up. They probably need to be improved upon. Pasture lines aren't too good. Some of the small truck routes aren't doing good. They need to be looked at. We apparently did get rid of some more lines. We get rid of a lot of lines. We have some shipping buses and trams that are making money, so we need to look at those. So that's good. As long as these guys are making money. And there's quite a few of them. There's a lot of lines making money. What are you doing? That's a lot of trucks though. That's ships, making money with ships. I don't know if that's fantastic. And the key with them is most of those, the big money ship ones are going all the way up and down the line. Like new Cam Steel train making $5 million. So it has all the things it can have on it. So if you keep your vehicles loaded and you go a long distance, we got ships full. We have line 1, that's back and forth across the lake. This is the Allentown to Plano. I don't know where that one is. Oh, that must be the long distance one. So they make quite a bit of money for ships. You got line 4. Where the heck is line 4? Oh, now this is actually a pretty good profit center here. We bring stuff into here, and then we transfer it around town, and some of it ends up back on this train and goes someplace else. So as long as it's making money, not too concerned. I mean, I would like it to make more sense. And then this train takes it out. So some of these trains maybe, I'd say they're cannibalizing on some of the freight, but you know, not too bad because there's pretty good profit on some of the stuff. So I should probably look at is like things Like this train, it's just why so costly? Most likely it's costing a lot to run. If you manage the vehicle, we could probably it costs us $216,000 a year. I'm gonna not modify. I'm gonna replace it. So we're gonna replace it with a multiple unit electric. Passenger electric. Come on. That Metroliner is like 7 million. This is 9 million. You gotta have a really profitable line if you're gonna. But we can do all, but she should be backwards. Pennsylvania Railroad, SEPTA, Pennsylvania Airport Liner. But she has to be backward. But she be backwards. I'm not doing any of that. I don't want to mess around. So let's go here. Add. Just start with 2. I'm sure that our operating costs will be insanely less. So it's like $10 million a year to run. Probably the burst offender, right? And you share the main line, so you're probably getting held up once in a while. And you probably need a better setup. What is your is the line? So lower Lexington to St. Paul. So you're just going back and forth. So that's probably enough. And you go pretty quick. Line 48, so line 48. You got quite a bit of passenger desire. Your running costs are not too bad. Letting our Lexington guy come in. Just coming in here, having a good time, bringing a few passengers in. The other guy, he's quite busy. Dropping people off. Boom, boom, boom. And are you taking a full load? No. It seems like it could be profitable. Line 48. Are you making money? You are. So I don't know if I care, but maybe we should. Waiting for a free pass. See, then you wait. And you wait. Okay. I think that's enough. So let's look at our steel. Why are you even waiting on? Oh, yeah. What are you even waiting on? That's the thing. Why? There's more work to be done. So, thanks for watching. Maybe next time we'll accomplish something.